Red roses and cowgirl dreams. It's been all or nothing and nothing in between. I ran away from home when I was only 17. Got out just as the house was burning down. Red roses and cowgirl dreams. Love was just a feeling that I had when I would sing. They tied roses to the mic stand every night out on the road, and I would pour my heart out on the stage. People you love can harm you. People you love can leave you blue. When the world turns a cold shoulder and you're only getting older, get back up on your horse and ride. Head out into the open countryside. I dream of romance, I dream of true love, I dream of good times and blessings from above. I dream of bright lights, I dream of happiness, I dream of me and you. All our wishes coming true. Get back up on our horses and ride. Head out into the open countryside. Red roses and cowgirl dreams. It's been all or nothing and nothing in between. The road can be narrow, the road can be long. It's easier if you got your own song. I travel far and wide with a song in my heart. I could always make it right. Red roses and cowgirl dreams. 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 Mark Buchansky, I'd like you to come up here, please. My name is Courtney Yasmineh, and I'm very delighted to be playing with these great guys who all just finished making this album with me. We have the great music producer here, Rob Genetic. We have John James. We have Jeff Victor. And I am so used to playing gigs by myself on the sidewalks of the Twin Cities and beyond lately over the pandemic that I forgot that we have an MC tonight. And so we'll consider that the intro. And I'll give the microphone to Mr. Mark Buchansky.
All right. Hello, St. Louis Park. How's everybody feeling? Good, good. You're ready for some live music, right? Tonight actually is the CD release party for the brand new album. Just came out today. It's digitally all over the world, and it's the first time the CD will only be available here and through Courtney. So pick one up, 14 new songs produced by the great Rob Genetic back there. Give him a hand for doing such a great job. You will love it. And we also reissued this one. The Songs from the Open Road was so successful, it is now in its second printing. And tonight's the first night that's available. 11 classic cover songs, Courtney's favorites, and one original. So you're going to hear songs for all these, some of these tonight. See Nina over there at the merch table. We have T-shirts, and we have a tip jar, and we have books and some other CDs. So please venture over there and pick up something. Courtney will be glad to sign it after. So we'll get the show on the road. We have all, the cool thing about it tonight is we have all the musicians who are on the album here tonight. So they're ready to go. Songwriter Courtney Yasmineh delivers her strongest work yet in a 20-year journey as a full-time recording and touring music artist. Her 8th album, all new original alternative country folk rock, Red Roses and Cowgirl Dreams, stands as a love letter to the history of old-time country rock and roll and a tribute to the recent trials and hardships we've all endured. The past wasn't all a bed of roses either, and kindness and mercy are the tools we need to find a way forward. Courtney offers her inimitable lyrical style and heartfelt vocal delivery as a gift to help us reach beyond our struggles and proceed with hope for the future. I'm really inspired by this lady. She kicks you know what, and all the generations can learn from her. And I'm proud of this album. I think it's her best work. Proud of all the musicians here on stage, so you're going to hear some of that tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give it up for Courtney.
Oh, sorry. The main thing, my friends, is not to let fear overtake you, and the trouble you've seen, let it not overwhelm you. Keep your heart light, keep your chin up, stay open to the possibilities, and don't regret anything you've done. You're as radiant as the sun. All you ever gave was your best, even when your life put you to the test. I know all along you've been blessed. There's no reason to think hope would leave you now when you need it most. You got a big heart and love will see you through. We got enough for the whole world just between us two. So keep your heart light, keep your chin up, stay open to the possibilities, and don't regret anything you've done. You're as radiant as the sun. All you ever gave was your best, even when your life put you to the test. I know all along you've been blessed. You're as radiant as the sun. All you ever gave was your best, even when your life put you to the test. I know all along you've been blessed. I want to say a quick thing that that song I wrote in March last year, 2020, when we had a friend who had come from traveling, and I got sick, and I was turning 60, and I have asthma, and I suddenly was having a hard time breathing, and I went in to see the doctor, but nobody knew what to do in March of 2020 here in Minneapolis. So it was really a scary time for me, and I wrote that song. I call it Hope 2020, and I wrote it in the bed sheets, hoping that I would live to tell the tale, which I did. I do want to say to all of us here tonight, this is the first time I've been able to play with a full band since before everything happened. We canceled a tour to Europe. We canceled a lot of touring around the United States. And for the whole past year and a half, I have, as a full-time touring and recording artist, it's been a very different time. But I was able instead to make this wonderful album that I feel so good about. And so that's what we did with our time instead. Thank you. Thank you. And so the album, I got the idea that during the pandemic, everybody decided they wanted to break up with everybody that they were living with. Everybody. I'm positive everybody in the entire world is like, I am over you. So I started out thinking it was a breakup record. But then as things started to lift and there was a lot more hope, our partners started to look better to us again. Oh, okay, maybe I'll just stick it out a little longer here. So it's an album of breakup songs and then songs about reconciliation as well. It's a breakup record about people who didn't break up after all. I'll take everything you gave me and go like a horse that jumps a fence. I'm just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along without someone else singing my song with me. You believe in fairy tales, and I do too. It's something I don't ever want to lose, but sometimes I wonder what it feels like to be running free with no hold over me, keeping the reins on me. I'll take everything you gave me and go. One more time before I die. Wanna wake up knowing what I have is mine. Rise with the sun, sleep when the evening overtakes me. Beauty all around, the sweet earth beneath my feet. Taste of freedom in the air, freedom everywhere. You taught me so well, and I owe so much to you, but there's something that I still need to do. I'll take everything you gave me and go like a horse that jumps a fence. I'm just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along without someone else making it easy on me. We will see it clearly someday, but for now let's suffice to say I'll take the lessons I've learned and I'll be on my way. You're a part of me forever, and you'll always be my favorite, but you can't be my savior. After everything we done together, I'll take everything you gave me and go like a horse that jumps a fence, just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. I gotta learn to get along without someone else easy on me. I'll take everything we learned together. I know this love of ours will last forever, and I need to test myself and see just how fast and far I can run free. I'll take everything you gave me and go like a horse that jumps a fence, just trying to break free. I'll take everything you gave me and go. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I love that one. That's called Horse That Jumps a Fence. It's on this new album. I like it too. Thank you. Thank you so much for the encouragement.
Actually, probably my favorite on the record.
Oh, yeah.
Probably loved you more than I let on. Gratitude and sympathy make a potent recipe. Was I saving you? Were you saving me? Either way, we were headed for misery. But what advice would I give? Yeah, love's a tangle web. Lord have mercy, mercy on the lovers who aspire to love everlasting, to love everlasting. They loved you more than I cared to admit. Cruel games and ugly lies made it all a compromise. But after all this time, you're still on my mind. What we had could have been so fine. What advice would I give? Love's a tangle web. Lord have mercy, mercy on the lovers who aspire to love everlasting. Hear me when I say to you, I think there's only one thing you can do. Hold on to your faith in love till the day you die. It will lift you up, it will lift you up, it will lift you up higher. What advice would I give? Love's a tangle web. Whoa. Lord have mercy, mercy on the lovers who aspire to love everlasting, to love everlasting.
Your guitar, I don't know. Are you switching? Well, switch it, try it again.
So this album is my 8th album, the one that we're celebrating tonight, Red Roses and Cowgirl Dreams. May I just say that this gentleman over here played on the very first album, and now here he is in a black cowboy shirt with red roses on it, just for the occasion. But I'd also like to slightly embarrass him by saying that after all these years, my God, you look just as good in that shirt as when I first saw you wear it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Blair.
Blair?
Blair Jonas.
How about that?
Steve Grossman.
Steve Grossman, Dan Bakken.
Thank you so much, lovely people. Thank you. Thank you.
I know.
Nina
Thank you so
Yasmineh.
much, so many lovely people. And I know this is a weird night. You know, we're going to just have to honor that Canada's going through this difficult time with the fires. And you all came out. And so thank you for being here. And we know it's kind of an odd night. But in a way, it's not as bad as the last 2 nights when it was in the 90s at this time in the evening, right? So at least it's a little bit cooler. Okay, sorry. I gotta get shit together.
Is your amp off and everything?
Yeah, I'm just making sure, because okay.
You just shut it off. You hit the wrong one.
That's right.
No, it needs to be blue. It needs to be blue. There you go. Oh, is there a bad chord in there?
Something's funny, but it's fine.
Very excited for this one.
Okay, so this album was written on acoustic guitar, and although I love playing that little Gaiatone electric that I have there, I adore that thing, and I brought it all over Europe and all over America. But this album has some country western and some folk things, and I want to try to do some of those new songs for you, and several of them require, I think, the sound of the acoustic guitar. So here's one of the new songs called "Just Another Cowboy." What you gonna do now the bridge is burned? What you got left now our love has turned? Tell me all the things that I did wrong. Keep on singing our favorite song. Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay. All the things that got in the way. Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay. Just another cowboy riding away. Built this bridge took 3 years' time. Only love was on our minds. Forged by hands with sticks and roll. Eyes on the future filled with hope. No one told me to run and hide. Watch it burn on my head and cry. No place left to shield my eyes. Singed and tattered, barely alive. What you gonna do now the bridge gave out? Will you go visiting roundabout? Tell me all the things that I did wrong. Keep on singing our favorite song. Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay. Just another cowboy riding away. Yippee-ki-yo, saw a fire on the farther shore. What I wouldn't give to feel that warmth. The bridge is out and there's no way around. On my own as the sun goes down. Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay. All the love that we threw away. Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay. Pack my bags and leave today. I'll be just another cowboy. Just another cowboy. I'll be just another cowboy. Just another cowboy. I'll be just another cowboy. Just another cowboy. Riding away, riding away, riding away, riding away, riding away. Gentleman at the sound booth, this is the finger picking song. Might be a little quiet on guitar. So I used to live and I raised my 3 children at the headwaters of the Minnehaha Creek, where the Great Lake Minnetonka has its easternmost point, and it becomes the charming little creek that comes through the Twin Cities. And now I live in the Longfellow neighborhood. And during the pandemic, I got a new dog, a wonderful new dog. And he led me one day to the place where I stood in wonder and said, my God, I think I'm at the place where the creek meets the river. And it is true that the Minnehaha Creek winds its way, and eventually it becomes the Mississippi River. And the little creek is never seen or heard from again. And it plays this out every day of its little life, right? I love it so much. So I wrote this song thinking that it deserved it. It deserved a song. I've been a coward and a liar. Here I go again, beating myself up, always praying for liftoff, but I'm no high flyer. At best I'm like that creek that rolls right past me from the big lake, through the woods and through the city, takes its exit into that rushing river. Who pays it no mind? Babbles along, cheery and unknowing, takes a scenic crowd, spends its energy, uses itself up with every twist and turn, and finally gives itself to the whole, disappears completely into that rushing river. Who pays it no mind, doesn't have time. Oh, but what a joy each day brings, with its twists and turns and waterfalls. Oh, what a joy it brings eternally. I am that water, rolling free. I am that water, rolling free. I am that water. I was stuck on my reflection, couldn't make myself into what I wanted to be. There was nothing, no, there was nothing ever good enough about me, not that I could see. So I got caught up in the current and swept along by forces outside of me. A husband or a lover, 3 babies who needed their mother, and me getting tossed about one way or another. No answers, no apologies, no nothing good enough for me. But that's all in the past now, and I've learned some lessons, been put to the task now. Watch that water running past me. I've been to the headwaters, I rode the rapids, crossed the bridges, seen it turn to ice and overflow its banks in the springtime, nearly dry up in summer, ready to die. Oh, but nothing, no, nothing ever changes its mind. Oh, what a joy each day brings, with its twists and turns and waterfalls. Oh, what a joy it brings. Eternally, I am that water, rolling free. 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 I am that water. Yeah. This is the portion of the program that I dedicate to my my great respect for the music of Bob Dylan. Yeah. When I was a teenager, I left Chicago and I went to northern Minnesota. My family was sort of falling apart, and my grandfather had died, and there was an empty cabin on Lake Vermilion. And going there and understanding that that's where Bob Dylan wrote some of his early material, maybe, or at least that he came out of there, I guess. And by 1978, when I was there, he was probably in Malibu, where he was out enjoying the world. But I was up there, and I thought about what it must have been like for him to be there as a child, as a young person. And I became obsessed with the recordings of Mr. Dylan. I was married to Bob Dylan back in 1978, way up on the borderline with only his voice in mind to be a distraction from the cold winter's nights. I came up from Chicago when there was nothing left to save. I up and stole my daddy's car, drove by the Northern Star, looking for salvation and a place to lay my head. Gone away, gone away. My home, my family, and my faith. Gone away, gone away. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Gone away, gone away. I came up in the summer, but the winter soon set in. In the homestead of my grandfather, with the ghosts of my ancestors, I reckoned with my sins. My grandfather, he had died and left no place to me. Later found him years ago, face down in the blinding snow. His ghost hovered over me when the wind howled round the door. Gone away, gone away. My home, my family, and my faith. Gone away, gone away. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Gone away, gone away. Inhibiting Virginia. I played from bar to bar. I would sing the harmony. No one heard Bob's voice but me. No one he was there gave me the courage to set me free. I tried not to look back. I switched my rail to another track. Left my family far behind, and none of them got out alive. The songs are my companions when the loneliness set in. Tell me lies, tell me lies. I don't care who they were written for. Those lines should all be mine. Tell me lies, tell me lies. The words all glowed like burning coal, and I was on my knees, you know. My heart aches for you still, you know. When I was only 8 years old, my grandfather, God bless his soul, said, little girl, take a tip from me. Wear your heart upon your sleeve. When your love goes, let him leave. You can't hold on to what's not yours to keep. Run away, run away. My home, my family, and my faith. Run away, he gone away. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Bye, 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 bye. Burn it all in the fire we made. Only goodness will remain. I was married to Bob Dylan back in 1970. Well, we're doing something like this where we haven't played together and we haven't been out playing, and we're also playing brand new material. It can become just like, oh my God, I hope we make it through this next hour, and I really don't want it to be like that. So I want to talk to each guy again. I want to say thank you, Jeff Victor, for being here tonight. Isn't he lovely? Such a brilliant man. And I've enjoyed knowing him and working with him many times, and I'm delighted that he's been part of this new album. And the great and powerful, the man that we sometimes refer to as the Polish wonder, Mr. Rob Genetic, producer. Yes. And when you pick up a CD, or when you get this new album, however you like to listen to things these days, and you hear all this wonderful cowboy choir in the background singers, the entire cowboy choir is this man here, Mr. Rob Genetic. It's wonderful to hear his singing.
Roady-do.
And John James, who is a songwriter in his own right and great musician, and he's played on many of the records as well, and he's toured with me many times in many places. We've done 14 tours to Europe, and JJ's been on most of them in the past decade. John James, somehow he managed to, somehow he managed to make up these wonderful cowboy guitar parts, and also he plays bass and sings back up as well. But he also puts out his own music too, so you can look up John James. So I just wanted to take another second to make sure I said all that, so that the hour doesn't slip through with us not really honoring ourselves for being together. And again, to all of you, you've made it this far. you've made it this far. We've all been through a lot, and we're in Minneapolis, and we've all been through a lot in a lot of ways. So God bless us, everyone. So I played my song about Bob Dylan, and now I'm going to play a Bob Dylan song for you.
Should we start together?
A conversation was short and sweet, and nearly swept me off of my feet, and I'm back in the rain. Ah, you were on dry land. You made it there somehow. You're a big girl now. Bird on the horizon, sitting on a fence. He's singing a song for me at his own expense, and I'm just like that bird. Oh, singing just for you. I hope that you can hear me singing through these tears. Time is a jet plane, it moves too fast. Oh, but what a shame that all we shared can't last. I can't change, I swear. Ah, see what you can do. I can make it through. You can make it too. Love is so simple, to coin a phrase. You've known it all the time. I'm learning it these days. Oh, I know where I can find you. Wow, in somebody's room. It's the price I have to pay. You're a big girl all the way. The change in the weather is known to be extreme. But what's the sense of changing horses in midstream? I'm going out of my mind. Oh, with the pain that stops and starts, like a corkscrew to my heart. Ever since we've been apart. Here's the song where the people decide they're going to stay together after all, at least for a few more days. My love, we both know it's been good times and bad, and the memories But this recent stretch of the road's been the hardest we've ever known. And tonight I'm just thankful that I'm right here by your side. 'Cause when I look into your eyes, I still see you shining. When I see you looking at me, I still see you smiling. Miracles come and go, but our love still has room to grow. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally coming into the sun. It's been trying times for love, but you're still the one. Sometimes I go in search of a place of my own, hoping to find a freedom that I've never known. And every time I go away, I find myself yearning to come home to stay. There's something about us all the bad times can't erase. Something about us freedom cannot replace. I surrender to the truth. There's no better place than where I am with you. And tonight I'm just thankful that I'm right here by your side. 'Cause when I look into your eyes, I still see you shining. And when I see you looking at me, I still see you smiling. Miracles come and go, but our love still has room to grow. It's been a long, dark winter, but we're finally coming into the sun. It's been trying times for love. It's been trying times for love. It's been trying times for love. You're still the one. When I look into your eyes, I still see you shining. When I see you looking at me, I still see you smiling. Miracles come and go, but our love still has room to grow. It's been trying times for love. It's been trying times for love. It's been trying times for love, but you're still the one. So this was about the point when we were practicing that we decided that trying to play all 14 of the new songs from the new record was a grueling task that no one really wanted to do. Maybe me. I might have done it, but I decided that we all needed a reprieve from new material, and so we're going to play this beautiful old song by a man named Danny Whitten. He was part of the Crazy Horse Band backing Neil Young, and he departed this earth in an untimely way. And this is what he left us. One of his great songs, his legacy. This beautiful song, this beautiful, strange song. I think I've been playing this song since I was a teenager. I can tell by your eyes that you've probably been crying forever. And the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it I think that's Danny Whitten's only famous song. I mean, he had a rough go of it, but man, whatever he did with that magical piece, I think it's really wonderful. I will say this to you, that after a decade of touring in Europe and going into playing in pubs in England and in Ireland, we found out that, unbeknownst to me, I'd been playing that song all my life in America. I get to Europe, and in the beginning of my touring there, I didn't have as many albums, and I didn't have enough original material, and I played any song I knew just to have enough songs, and that was the song I'd been playing since I was a teenager. So we threw it in, and I opened up the song with, "I can tell by your eyes that you probably," and all the regulars at the bar lift up their pints and finish the first line, "Forever." And they are singing along like it's the national anthem. I had no idea. It's a very famous song for them, or let's just say a very popular song, because Rod Stewart recorded it, and of course they love Rod Stewart.
He's like the sugar man. You know what I mean?
Is this one besides?
Anyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Sugar Man was I didn't even see this show, but Sugar Man was the guy who was like just some guy in Detroit who became like a god in South Africa, right? Someone know this story?
Yes, who had never been famous and never recognized.
Yeah,
No,
I
that was a
almost
different
love it, and I never even saw the show. Like, I'm just in love with that whole idea.
Yeah, this is, I think.
All musicians love that idea.
We love the underdog.
You could do low cowboy boy.
We are the underdog.
Yeah, we are. Every musician is the underdog, because you're only as good as your last thing, you know. So you're always at least competing with yourself, right? You're always an underdog.
You know, I don't even feel like competing anymore. I'm just so glad to just play the instrument.
God bless him.
Thank God.
And play
right?
it, he does. How about that?
Okay, so I played you the Bob Dylan. Played you the song about Bob Dylan. Played you the Bob Dylan song. Now we have this song talking about how I felt about the music I was hearing on the radio up on the Iron Range in the 1970s when I had run away from home and I was in this cabin and all I had was a radio, and these were the kinds of artists they were playing. Leather with John Prine's lyrics tattooed on my heart. And please tell Mr. Dylan he is forgiven for never acknowledging my love for him. Yes, please tell Mr. Dylan I have forgiven him for never acknowledging my love. Please tell Linda, Emmy, Lou, and Dolly I would be nowhere without them. So keep a smile on your pretty face and always keep a song in your heart. And remember, true love can't be torn apart. Please take me back to Lukenbach, Texas. With Waylon and Willie and the boys. Those highwaymen were a slice of heaven. And they made the most of their sorrows and their joys. Those highwaymen went from heaven to hell and back again, but they made the most of their sorrows and their joy. And it's just our love and our memories. It's the verses we turn to and the melodies. It's our voices and our spirits we raise that keep us from going insane. So bury me in boots of Spanish leather.
Boots of Spanish
John Prine's lyrics tattooed on my heart.
on my heart.
Please tell Mr. Dylan he is forgiven for saying that one's so much fun that we should play it twice.
What?
It's all going by so quickly, you know. You know this thing they say about doctor stage. You know this expression? I think it maybe came out of like jazz culture. They called it doctor stage. And it meant that when you get on stage, you forget about all your ailments. And you're in the flow, and time flies. And it's very hard to properly relish these moments in life. And I'm trying to do that right now. You're watching me try to do that because this means so much to me to get to play with these guys again. I've played on every street corner in the Twin Cities, I feel like, in the past year and a half to keep myself afloat, honestly, and to keep playing my music and to keep writing these songs and figuring out which ones were any good. I've just played everywhere I could possibly play, and a lot of it was outdoors, of course. But to be standing here with these guys, it's very difficult for me to even imagine it ever ending. But I promise you, we only have 3 more songs. So if you don't feel that way, it's almost over. I mentioned John Prine in that last song. And I want to do a song of his. John Prine is the only famous songwriter that we lost in the past year. No?
Adam Schlesinger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From Fountains of Wayne. Really good songwriter.
Oh, okay. I do know about him, too. You're right. Okay, you're right. Thank you. So we lost these great people, and one of them is John Prine. And I wanted to play a song for you that I've always thought of my big brother. I had a big brother who was a wandering wild man. Who also met an early and sad demise, somewhat like Danny Whitten, a person who struggled in life. And this song always makes me think of my brother, and so I dedicate it tonight to my big brother and to John Prine. You come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. Straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You're broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever, and I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love that will last forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You're broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, it's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow that crossed the evil line that day. How can you ask goodbye tomorrow Okay, so I turned 60 in February. I've been a songwriter for 50 years. I sang my first song that I had written in my church in Chicago, a Lutheran church in Chicago, for one of their very first acoustic services. Very radical in 1971. And I have a little program still that says Courtney singing her original song on guitar. So commemorating 50 years of songwriting, here's my brand new song called 60 Years. It talks about, at the beginning, it talks about how I was going to a counselor, a couples counselor, every Tuesday for 8 years of the 15 years that I was married to my last husband. And one day, I went to the recording studio and I said to one of these guys up here, gosh, I just don't know if I can keep going every Tuesday. I mean, I just don't know where it's all leading. And this person, whose name will not be mentioned, didn't even turn around and look at me, didn't know me very well, and just said, you might have to face that this person's never going to change. I'm not sure how to break this to you, but he's never going to change. It's not worth driving yourself insane. 60 years is a long time, baby. We were 40 when you said that. Cut me like a lightning bolt, zigzag to my core. I ain't no holy roller, but I'm your best dream coming true. Nothing on my own, so I believed in you. I am a hurricane, I am a wildfire, I am a seismic shift that'll keep you up for days. Don't look so amazed. I'm not me, I'm you. I'm not sure how to break this to you, but I'm not leaving without a fight. I gave you my soul, so I have to make this right. 60 years is a long time, baby. We ain't had the same kind of life. I got that zigzag scar down my middle like a knife. And I ain't no holy roller, but I'm believing the Holy Ghost. What started as a daydream has haunted me the most. I am a hurricane, I am a wildfire, I'm a seismic shift that'll keep you up for days. Don't look so afraid. I'm not me, I'm you. I'm not sure how to break this to you, but I think I'm turning wild. I haven't felt this powerful since I was a child. 60 years is forever, baby. You said that yourself. You just about gave up. Put your heart up on a shelf. And I ain't no holy roller, and I'm no homecoming queen, but I'm prettier now than I was at 17. It's hard to smile when your heart is black as coal. I had so much love inside of me, but no place for it to go. I am our memories. I am the love you need. I am your one true companion, but now I'm finally free. I am a hurricane, I'm a wildfire, I am a seismic shift that'll keep you up for days. Don't look so amazed. I am the sunshine, I am the old maple tree, I'm the silence that dwells in between you and me. I am the river rocks, I am the stony ground, I am the water rushing, I'm the peace that I have found, and I'm finally free. I'm not you, I'm me. Okay, guys, you can join me now. I'm free. I'm not you, I'm me. Last song. It's the last piece we have for you. It's the end of the record. It ends. The record ends quietly on this piece, with a thoughtful letter to a girl named Whitney Rose, who's a real girl. You can look her up. She doesn't know I wrote a song about her. She doesn't know me at all. She has more success in music as a songwriter than I do right now. And I watched her from Instagram over the pandemic, and there were some times when she felt like giving up. And I did too. She's half my age. She's just wonderful. And I hope she never gives up. She's from Canada, and she's in Austin, Texas, trying to have her music career. And when we were in Europe the last time on tour, there were posters of Whitney Rose in the clubs that we were playing at, because she was playing in all the same places I was. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Don't start up a vintage shop on a side street down in Austin. Sell your boots of Spanish leather. Sell your dresses off the racks. Don't let the dust settle in your pretty tresses. Don't tell your fans the music's never coming back. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. I saw you cry on stage the other night for that honky-tonk bar where you got your start, being bulldozed to the ground the very next day. All the old-time bars are going away. We stand by with our guitars while our hearts break. Now I'm counting on you for inspiration. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Don't take the capos and the picks out of your pockets. Don't sell off your guitars and your French jackets. Don't head back up to Prince Edward Island, even though I'm sure they all love you there. We need a girl like you down in Austin. Pin a red rose in your hair. Whitney Rose, don't give up. I remember being on tour a few years ago. Every place I played had a poster of you. The fans all said that you were something special. And when I heard you play, every word they said was true. Now I'm counting on you for inspiration. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. We need the poets and the dreamers more than ever. And I know it's been a long stretch of nasty weather, but I'm counting on you to keep the faith. That old time country rock and roll is never going away. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. I'm just talking to myself. Whitney Rose, don't give up. You don't need my advice, God only knows. Don't give up. I'm sure Canada loves you like we do. Don't give up. I'm sure you'll never falter. Don't give up. I'm sure you won't make the same mistakes I made. Don't give up. But if you do, please remember, don't give up. Don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Don't give up. We need a girl like you down in Austin. Don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up. Don't give up. Whitney Rose, don't give up.
Louis Park. Let's hear it for the band. John James. The legendary Jeff Victor from St. Louis Park. The extra legendary Rob Genetic, producer, drummer extraordinaire. St. Louis Park 2. And one more time for the legendary Courtney Yasmineh. Head on over to the merch table. Courtney will be glad to sign anything.